All right, guys, so here we go for your first belt, which will be a white belt with a yellow stripe. What you'll need to know is your student creed. You'll need to know chart 2, and you'll need to know history questions for that. All of that information can be found in your Ishimura student handbook. Both of these, so first edition, second edition, and those are done by Mr. Leo Scott Britt, who is a 7th Dan black belt. And that information is all in there. It's well laid out. Hopefully you've got yours. If not, look down in the description. There will be a link for it on Amazon that you can find that, and you can get a copy sent to you. Student creed. I will develop myself in a positive manner and avoid anything that would reduce my mental growth or my physical health. Article 2, I will develop self-discipline in order to bring out the best in myself and others. Article 3, I will use what I learn in class constructively and defensively to help myself and my fellow man, never to be abusive or offensive. Chart 2. This is the first chart that you'll actually learn. I'm not sure why it's chart 2 and not chart 1, but that's what it is. First thing we do, bendy, bendy, stretchy, stretchy. So the first bend is we touch the floor, or touch our toes. What we're trying to do there is loosen up our anterior or posterior or backside muscle chain. We want to stretch the backside, the hams, the calves, and try to stretch it. The second portion of that is we're going to do a back bend. So hands go at the lower back, you're going to bend your knees, and then you're going to push your hips forward. And there we're trying to stretch out the quads and the hip flexors. Our stretches with that, so bendy, bendy, stretchy, stretchy. Here's our first stretch. You grab your heel with the opposing hand, and then you're going to try to straighten out that elbow. Same thing, other side. And then the fourth section of this is a split. So you can either do a true straddle split if you can do that, or you can do a lunge or a runner's split. One of those variations. One of those. Moving on from there are our kicks. We start out with our straight kick. So we should start from a chart stance. Feet should be shoulder width apart, parallel to each other. Hands at our belt. And our 4-part movement for our kicks. So knee comes up, kick, and back down. Same thing on both sides. After we do our straight kick is our cross kick. After cross kick is forward on angle. Side kick. From there we do our side kick on ball of foot, or our turning side kick, or a snap side kick, whichever name that you know it by. But what we're going to do is we're going to take our hand, come across the opposite side of our chest. The opposite leg will drop back, and then we do a kick on the same side as the hand that is at our chest. So from a forward perspective, be here. Very good. After that, we do our roundhouse or our squat to side. This one's the one that is slightly different, but big step forward, stack on our front hip, lead with our back knee into our kick. And then step back into our starting stance. Heel push kick, grab, rotate, high knee, low kick. And then our last one is our knee strike. For this one, our hands are a target, so they should be somewhere between our belly button and our chest, and that's what we're aiming our knee at. I'm gonna back up here so you can see my foot. When I come up, my toes should be pointed down to give me more power on that strike. You notice my hands are not coming down to my knee, but my knee is coming up to my hand. Both sides. The goal there should be to get the power up as high as you can in that range while maintaining good form. If I only train down here, it's not going to give me the range of motion that I want. All right, after that, we go to our exercises for this chart. The first one is our push-ups on knuckles. Now for our knuckles on these push-ups, we do the same thing as if we were doing a punch. So it should be these knuckles that are touching the ground. If these knuckles can touch the ground and these, then that's fantastic. If not, these are the ones that we are aiming for. Okay? Now you see, those are the knuckles that should be on the ground. Same knuckles that I'm using as my strike when I punch. After that is our side twist. And finally, our breathing. That is the end of chart 2. So along with your student creed in chart 2, there are also a couple of history questions. The reason that these history questions are in the rank advancement is because we want students to have a good foundation on what Isshinryu is, where it comes from, the reason that it is what it is, and the people who made it what it is. The first one is asking, what is the style? The style that we study is Isshinryu. Isshinryu has a definition, and it means one heart way. The head of our dojo is currently Mr. Leo Scott Britt III. You'll recognize his name from the student handbooks. Pete Mills is the predecessor, and he is still around and still involved in different aspects of the Isshinryu culture here in the area. And then we have Isshinryu is from the island of Okinawa. So those are the 4 history questions that need to be known for your first belt advancement. Good luck.